Oh my God. But you know what? I can't get mad because I knew it was going to rain today. I'm just a little bummed about it because I wanted to take y'all back to Aaron Park. And we just vibe and talk and kick it. You know what I mean? So I guess today we're just going to be indoors, hanging out today, which is okay. Make sure ain't no cars coming. Hey y'all, how's everybody's day going? Mine, I'd say it's going great actually, pretty good. Even with the rain, I'm not phased. It could be a lot worse. Oh my God, have y'all seen the weather in Nepal? That flood that's going on? Or I don't know what that is. That's like something out of a video game. I kid you not. That I saw a clip last night. It looked like a temple or a small area in a town, and all you see is people running. You don't know why they're running. Um, you just see them running, and how far away the camera was. It always reminds me of. It just looked like a lot of people going in one direction. So next thing you see this wave of water, and it didn't look threatening at first. It just looked like a whole bunch of water. Like, okay, a lot of water is coming. And then I'm trying to debate: do I want to get water or do I want to get coffee? Do I want to get water or do I want to get coffee? I kind of want to get water. Yeah, I'm gonna get water. I'm tempted for coffee, but I think I'm gonna just get water and ignore the coffee. I had a little small cup today. I love coffee. Is it? Do y'all have your addictions? I mean, I gotta say, coffee's mine, and I'm okay with that. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. I don't feel bad for indulging in some coffee in the morning to keep me up and going and making my day positive. You know what I'm saying? I know it could be very sugary the way that I make mine, but it is what it is. I accept my vice. So that's why I'm like, really, I'm being pulled. I want to get coffee, but I also know I'm not feeling my best, so I want some water. And I think I'm just gonna enjoy both. Like I might do a fast today, get a coffee, a small coffee, and then get a big bottle of water to enjoy throughout the day, so I can get over this like little hiccup I got. So, but yeah, so the video shows this temple, and people are running out. Massive people are running out. Be sure to like the live too, y'all. It's been a while since I've been on here. Like the live, share it out. And then this wave of water. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Mummy. That scene, I think it was from the second Mummy when um, Hemotep worked up his magic and he had um, knocked the airplane out of the sky. That's what it reminds me of. Ooh, thank you. Let me get some coffee. So yeah, they have a lot going on over there. So we got to keep them in our prayers. Y'all see me? They slow at this Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if I want to try this. Look at this. Very caffeine fresher. I want coffee though. I want something to keep me up. But I look good. It is about to be autumn, so I don't know. I might get myself in the mood. Pumpkin spice. I'll try that. See what that tastes like. I'm gonna try that. Good too. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I'm at Dunkin' right now. It's raining, so I'm gonna get some coffee before work, chill with y'all for a little bit, and then um, send my grandma something for her birthday. Her birthday was on the 22nd. We were just talking about Nepal. Did you see what happened in Nepal? Pumpkin iced coffee. Sounds good. Nutty pumpkin iced coffee. I don't know if I want to do a signature iced latte or a pumpkin protein latte. I'll do the pumpkin, nutty pumpkin iced protein latte. Pumpkin ice coffee sounds good. They have so many different types. They got a chiller, a latte, a signature latte. They got a cloud. They got iced coffee. So yeah, we were talking about Nepal and how they got a flood going on. It's pretty It's dangerous over there right now. A lot of people are missing because of the flood. I saw one video. I don't know if it's AI, but there was these elephants that were coming to help them. I was gonna comment on it, but I don't know if it's true. Hi, let me get the nutty pumpkin iced protein latte. I'll do a small. And do yeah. Iced pumpkin signature latte. Uh-huh. Do you have almond milk? Almond milk? Yeah, you want almond milk? Yeah. Okay. And that's it. Oh, something is wrong with the connection. I had to use my app to so she could scan it. My points didn't go through though, so I don't know what's going on with that. Yes, my friend, I'm ready. Hello. 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 Yes. No. Yep. This is a medium. This is a medium. This is a medium. Oh, don't know how much it is. Sorry, discontinued. What size? Large? Large, mango, refresher, lemon. Can y'all see me? Their size, right? Okay, okay. And anything else? No, anything else? Okay, come to second window. Oh, तुम्ही चले जा बंधू. Okay, 663. 663. Thank you. It's really coming down out there. Hold on, y'all. I only got two hands. Hold on. Ooh, okay. We back. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta walk slow. I gotta watch what I'm doing. When it rains like this, it's like I have to really multitask. I gotta focus. I'm not stepping in no puddles. I don't want no water in my socks. Okay. I'm in the Bronx, so the blessing, like the positive about the Bronx, it's very hilly. So I don't have to like. It could be worse. Is basically what I'm getting at. It could be a whole lot worse. What the fuck am I supposed to walk to? Shit. Like I saw a video the last time we had a real bad rain. Brooklyn is down bad. Like the buses have problems driving. Thank y'all for the likes. I really appreciate it. The buses, they have issues at their bus stops. People fall into puddles. The subway stations are crazy. It can get real serious out here. So I'm okay. This is really pretty once you time to appreciate it for real. You want to see? Let me show you. I mean, it doesn't really look good right here with this damn telephone wire going across the damn camera, but it is pretty when you can look at it. It is pretty. hmm And this latte tastes really good too. It tastes really good. I got a protein pumpkin ice latte. Oh girl, just fanning. I'm kind of nervous to see how the trains are gonna look if the weather continues like this. It's supposed to be like this all day until 7 p.m. So I'm just trying to stay out the way. But yeah. Well, what y'all do? Y'all what do y'all drinking during the morning? I think I'm gonna fast today since I'm not feeling my best. I got my caffeine, and then now I'm gonna just coast. Ooh, I have a little time to relax with y'all before I have to leave. So we're gonna go somewhere where it's not so wet and just talk for a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. Honey, I thought it was just gonna be, some scattered showers. I knew the rain was coming. Anytime the seasons change, it rains like this. It's like back to back rain. I didn't know it was gonna be crazy. Oh, thank God he got the door open. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Can you make this up? Oh, give me a second. This is too much. Y'all would laugh if y'all was with me right now. Oh my goodness. But it could be worse. That's what just keeps going on. It could be worse. I could have fell going up the stairs. I could have dropped my coffee. I ain't got no complaints. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I ain't got no complaints. We here. I had somebody open the door for me so I didn't have to pull out my key. Could have been worse. Out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Okay. All right, we made it. I'm gonna put this down because I don't want this wetting up my house. Okay. Jeez. Anyways, so where were we? Okay, yes, officially. Hey y'all. I don't know why my camera's so blurry or it's giving like a cloud look, right? I don't know why it's doing that.
That's better. There we go. Okay. Okay. I feel like I can focus now. Okay. So I've been thinking too that there's been a lot crossing my mind when it comes to the journey that I'm on now and what I want to pursue moving forward. What makes me happy? What's something that I can say, like, I can just naturally do without any obligations? And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. And I've been thinking very hard on that lately. I've been really contemplating about that. Like, what excites me truly? What really excites Rizzo that doesn't have anything tied to it? And it's really funny to say that you would think that question, the answer would just come like this, but it hasn't. It's like it's been me doing a deep dive into my whole entire life of what made me happy when I was a little girl, what made me happy when I was in middle school. I will say that I feel middle school was my most happiest, and it's crazy because that was my most strictest time growing up. I was living with my grandparents, and that's when I really had to like make up my bed every day, and I had to make sure the homework was done. Like it was more geared versus before that, when I was living with my mom, and she was working hard all the time. So it was like me and my siblings, we had to raise ourselves, and we didn't have structure in the household. And so, ironically, the structure that I had with my grandparents, and as much as I was annoyed with the rules, I had the most fun. I had friends, I had activities, I had birthday parties that I would go to. I was on basketball teams, and I was dedicated. I was dedicated. So I'm in a phase now. I'm thinking, what do I want to dedicate myself to? You miss watching my videos? Where you been at? I still have my videos up. Rizzo, you are looking amazing today. Stay dry. I'm tried. Did you see when I was outside? Oh my gosh. It was like it's just a lot. It's like I expect it. It's gonna be like this right before the season. We enter a new season. I'm telling you guys, I think my past life I was a weather reader. Remember this. I don't care where you live. The weather is gonna do that one right before the season change. Here in America, it always rains. It always rains. I don't care if we're moving from winter to spring, um, summer to fall, fall to winter. It's gonna rain first, and it's gonna rain for like a week. Now, it's not the worst is from May. So like the worst is from winter to spring. That's when you have like the full week of water. May, how does it go? Spring showers bring May flowers or something like that. That's when you have the most rain. But still, in between seasons, it's always going to rain. So we're experiencing that right now. We're moving from summer to fall. And so it's just a part of the cycle. And it could be a lot worse. We were just talking about that earlier about sending prayers out to Nepal. Seriously, I saw videos. I don't know if it's AI though. That's what I hate about what's going on now with technology. I don't know what's real anymore. But I'm I'm assuming that they're, from what I saw, they're having really, 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 really bad floods. So if it is real, sending prayers out to them. It's really sad if that's really what's going on. I was shocked. I was struck when I saw that. It made me think, you guys, how, how are we so blessed? How is it that we are so blessed when people have to go through that across the country, across the world? We're no better than anybody else, and yet we haven't had, where I live, we haven't had nothing like that happen. We ain't have nothing major like that, honey. We ain't have it to where the buildings just collapse and trees are just falling on top of hundreds of people and debris and water's just washing us away like something out the Bible. We ain't have that. Yes, there might be some murders, and I'm not saying that's less, but I'm just saying, like, it felt like a whole human community got wiped out from what I saw. What's going on over there? That ain't happening over here. And so it's really sad to see that. And I just my I'm really sending a lot of love over there. I couldn't believe what I saw. I could not, like, it just, like, are we sharing the same globe? Was watching coverage, seems a glacier may have collapsed. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think they said happened, like a glacier or something. I don't like how my curls are sitting. Are just lucky to be born in a part of the world that doesn't have those types of natural disasters. Yes, exactly. Yes. I was thinking that, like, I can't remember what part of the world that was, but do you remember when they looked like they were of like Israel? Israel gets it really bad too. They're one of the most, like, prayer areas. They worship prayer the most out of, like, a lot of other places in the world, and yet they get constantly bombed, and it's just like, you better be grateful. I'm talking to me too. I'm not preaching that. You better be grateful. You better be grateful. I don't give a damn if you arguing with your partner, right? You better be grateful. I don't care if your car broke down. You better be grateful. There was a place, I don't remember. Maybe I'll remember. You remember when it was a clip of this woman, and she had literally just got married. Somebody, guess it was her cameraman. He was recording her, like, walking the hill. This was, I think it was in Iraq or Pakistan. It was somewhere across the country, across the globe. And all you saw was rocks, like, it was like ash and debris coming towards them. I don't know if her that place got bombed. I think it got bombed. And you caught it on camera. You didn't, thank God you didn't see her die, but you can put two and two together. And that happened like 2 years ago. Eric, get up out of here. You always worried about my hands and my nails and stuff. I don't want to talk about that. We talking about stuff way more deeper than that. You always want to know about my nails and my hands. I heard something's going on in India too. Not India, Indiana, where in America, I think they're going through a flood or something. I did not do enough research. I have to really dive in and see, but I believe that they're experiencing some issues too. I heard that the power went out, so I just like truly am showing gratitude because I'm not where I want to be in life. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's so many things I can say that I wish would change in my life, what I'm experiencing, dealing with, going through. And yet I witness things that are out of people's control and what they have to go through. And I just I'm quickly reminded it could be worse, girl. You need to kind of lock in on what you can do to change whatever reality you're experiencing because these people won't even have that chance anymore. Or they've been hit with something that's so severe and so serious to where they have their lives are delayed now to where they can't even choose like you can choose. That's so like wow. It's been yeah, it's been very bad. I don't know. I have to look it up, but I don't think that was a weather issue, the one I was talking about with the woman who was married. I think that was like unfortunately something that humans did to an area, but yeah. But these catastrophes are very sad and I'm just yeah, that's been on my mind. It was on my heart earlier. I wanted to talk about it. I should not have gotten a medium. This is big, but it didn't make sense. Okay, so look, the small was 5.98 after tax. And then she told me the large was 5.99 before tax. I mean the medium, it looks like a large. That's the large. That ain't no medium. That's a large, honey. But that size that I got was 5.99 after tax. And then after tax, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm talking too fast. Slow down, girl. The medium is 5.99 before tax. After tax, the total was 6.27, something like that. So and it makes sense to me. I didn't know how much it was after tax though. You know what I'm saying? So I would have probably stuck to the small because I would have saved like what is that? A couple cents, 50 cents, 20 cents. No, like 6.27, 5 yeah, like like around 20 cents. You know what's interesting? When it comes to coffee like this, my coffee is different. The kind that I make from home. When it comes to these processed coffees, y'all, they don't taste the same after a day. They taste so nasty. They taste so processed because I have tried to do this setup. I'll be like, okay, I can't finish all of this. And so I'll put it in the fridge. I'll pour it into a Yeti cup. The next day, that tastes so gross. It tastes like sugar and just water, flat water. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what that means. Yesterday, I had made cold brew coffee. Who's heard of Colombi? It's coffee. Yeah, it's coffee. It's cold brew. This is a pumpkin protein ice. Is it a latte? I don't know. Homegirl kind of threw me off because first of all, she didn't add up my points, and I didn't want to be one of those customers. I pay a lot of things to keep my peace, but what happened? She had rung up a small for me. Then when I noticed the price difference wasn't that much, I wanted a medium, and so she basically canceled the order, so it canceled my points. And then I asked her, "Am I going to get the points for this?" She said, "Yeah," but she didn't scan my phone again. So after I paid everything, I checked my phone. The points didn't add up, but I think it knocked her off of her flow, and so she knocked me off of mine. And I don't know if that's a latte or if that's an iced coffee that I ordered, but it has protein in it and it's pumpkin spice and nutty pumpkin protein coffee. I don't taste the I guess I'm assuming nutty is like peanut butter. I don't taste that. Let me see. It tastes cinnamon to me. It does give me a cinnamon. What spice is that? Nutmeg. Maybe that's what it is. I do taste that hint of nutmeg. It's good. But again, I have to drink that like quickly because it's not going to taste the same in a few hours. It's going to taste nasty. And I think it's because they add the ice. The ice flattens the flavor and it's not good. It's nasty. When I make my cold brew coffee, all you need is coffee and creamer. You don't need all the bells and the whistles and all this going on. All that mixes together. And so drinks like that, you have to drink them fast or it's going to mix together and it's not going to taste the same. But I should have been greedy. I should have just stuck with the small. That's where I fucked up. I should have just stuck with what I was gonna do, the original game plan. So that's all right. I'm gonna pay it. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm not gonna really. It's all right. Tastes good and I'm good. What time is it? I can't be shooting the breeze with y'all too long. 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay. We got like maybe a little more time. You feel me? It just makes more sense. Somebody said the price differential for a larger one makes it more economic to buy big. You understand what I'm saying? Like it just was like it didn't make, and I was like trying to make sure I was reading that right because I told her because I looked at the sign and it said when she told me the price after the tax for the small, I was like, baby, that don't make no sense. I might as well just get the large. That doesn't make it like but I knew better. I'm very disciplined. I knew better. I'm not that easy to buy. I don't care if it's like the 5 cents. I'm very, very good at saying no to upselling. She tried to upsell me in the beginning. She said, I told her the type of drink I wanted, the protein ice, hippity boppity doo. And then she said, "Do you want a medium?" And I was like, "No, I want a small." I told her I wanted a small. So yeah, I already came in there knowing, but it just, But whatever. Cheers to y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying your morning, your day. I'm enjoying mine. Like I said, I'm gonna have water after this because I know that's a whole bunch of sugar in there. All right, I know that's just sugar, sugar, sugar. So I'm definitely gonna balance that with drinking water. And I have a salad in there from Panera Bread. I love Panera Bread. They have this ricotta sandwich. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It has the mozzarella cheese, spinach, tomato, some type of sauce that they make. It's so sweet. It's good. And then they have it on their French bread and they warm it. So, oh my gosh. I ate that yesterday and I was watching this movie called Missing with the girl from Euphoria. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I've already seen it, but I watched it again last night over my sandwich, my dinner, and then I have that salad that I'm gonna eat. Y'all let me know. Y'all please look at the last short that I did of that smoothie. I love making smoothies, and this channel is about health and drinks. And then the lives is kind of just for us to relax because the whole channel revolves around health. That's what I'm all here for: health, mind, body, soul, physical, spiritual. But I have to see some type of movement, or that tells me it's like data. It tells me that it's not information that y'all want. So if you like the shorts, they make sure you are liking them and commenting under those short videos. The sandwich, it was so good. The sandwich was I love Panera Bread. That's it's one of my favorite. Do we want to categorize them as fast food? I mean, you technically, yeah, they are a fast food chain, but honey, they stand out. They're one of one. Like they're one of the best. Them Atlanta bread. They don't have a see. Atlanta bread isn't really nationwide though, but Atlanta bread is a really good fast food restaurant too. And then Panera bread, just amazing, amazing. Love the food. They remind me of, they don't have the reputation of this. You have to kind of go to the right ones. They're similar to Chick-fil-A service wise, how they treat their customers, how they make the food. They put effort, care into what they prep for you. Again, you got to kind of go to the right ones, but majority of them are very good with how they make their food. So shout out to Panera Bread. Love them. It's already starting to taste kind of like flat. You know what I mean? Next time, I'll be wanting to say no ice. But the thing about that, I heard, I don't know if how much of this is true. They charge more because they in their mind they feel they have to fill up the cup more. I'm gonna tell them from now on out they don't have to fill anything up. Just make it without ice because I know that's what dilutes the flavor too. Is the ice. It waters it down. It tastes weird. So this is why I came on today, though, y'all. I was truly curious. This isn't an interrogation, but what was things that made you happy growing up? And this, you can't include anything that came with obligations. Like, okay, if your parents were like, if you do this, I'll give you this. No, what did you enjoy doing as a kid growing up? Even your younger years, like preteen years. Because I feel each phase we change what we enjoy to do. So, what were things that brought you excitement, brought you curiosity, even now as an adult? If you're adults, what challenged you to just truly enjoy natural dopamine in your life? Just got my coughs back. I remember growing up being very active on the playground. I remember loving to just move around constantly. Everything from just for real running to climbing. I used to love to climb stuff when I was a little kid. The slides were fun for me. The swings were kind of fun. Monkey bars were fun for me, like the swinging back and forth. And I didn't realize I was doing this, but I was challenging myself. And maybe that's what is exciting for me, like the challenge of things. Seeing if I can make it to the next bar and then the next bar and then you know what I mean? Cause the imaginary games, I didn't like that. Like I noticed the like the boys in my class, they would love to play like cops and robbers and Legos. Like I knew what I did like and I didn't like. Dopamine is like a natural it's a chemical in your body that gives you a happy, you feel happy. It releases a chemical in your body where you feel naturally pleased. Riding your bike with friends just to random places. Now I ride to get somewhere. That's cute. Like so adventure. Okay. So group activities, that sounds like as an adult, like field trips. What came to my mind is when how some people go to different when they travel and then those buses where you can remember off a rush hour, like the red buses you could ride on to look at the cities. Not saying that's what you did, but like you get into a big group and deciding what you would do. I remember I didn't do that for growing up. My brothers would do that with their friends, their homeboys. They would like come to our house as like the huddle spot, and then they'll figure out what they'll do for the day. Sometimes they wouldn't do nothing. They'll just sit at the house, play video games, or go outside and hang out. I can't remember the last time I rode a bike, man. It's so scary riding a bike as an adult. People will try to run you off the road. Growing up in the neighborhood, you in the neighborhood, you can ride, where there aren't any cars. Ride on the grass, on the sidewalk. Now it's like I don't see how people do it. I'd be so scared. Now, in my last video, I did go to a park. That was Pelham Parkway. Pelham is that a Pelham Park? Pelham Park, whatever, by 242nd Street. There's this trail that you can go down, and it's very, very long. I don't know how many miles it is. It's very, very long, and you can safely ride a bike down there. No cars go down there. Now that's somewhere where like I feel safe. That would be fun to ride a bike. Does it give the hills have eyes? Absolutely. Um, but it's okay. I saw multiple people walking back and forth, so there is a essence of a small feel of safety. Definitely need to make sure your phone's fully charged, that you have 911 on speed dial. Yeah. And if I'm going to be honest, there's areas in that trail where I don't know if there was a thunderstorm that happened or something, but trees haven't fallen. So they left them there. And since they left them, the trail is broken up and you have to go around the trail into the woods a little bit deeper to get back onto the trail if you want to continue on it. So it's just like, do you remember? Somebody said, do you remember what age you were when you crossed the handlebars? No. I just remember being a little girl, and I remember the outfit I wore because I don't know who took a photo. I don't know if it was one of the counselors, my parent, my mom. I don't know, but I had on like these cute tights, and I had on like a skirt, and I had on a white t-shirt. So maybe I was 6. I looked like maybe I was 6 years old, 7 maybe. It was little. I wish I had that picture still. I don't have it. Trying to get somebody said trying to get attention from girls too in a dorky way, sending your friend with a message or a gift. We all been there. I remember people used to do that in my middle school, getting nowhere but not worrying about it. Don't you miss that? Like, I mean, everybody has their own experiences. You know what I'm saying? I know some people really get traumatized if they get rejected. I remember growing up like I had crushes on many, many men in my school. I never really got traumatized. I just felt, did I feel rejection? Yes. Did I feel my ego get bruised? Yes. Did I feel like it was the end of the world and I didn't want to show my face in school and I wanted to hide under the bed so I didn't catch the bus? No. It's never been like that. Not over here. It's just been like, damn. I remember my crushes to this day. You know, they're all lessons. Every last one of them taught me more about myself. Maybe they were blessings that they didn't work. I remember, but getting back on subject, I be going into my story mode, child. What time is it? Um, do you remember the mess, the notes? Remember the little notes that we used to fold like this? We used to fold them like this. Take it. You have to write what you was gonna write first, and then fold it like this. This is how we used to do it when I was growing up. Fold it like this, and then you fold it like this, and then you had to take this part right here, and you had to come across and fold it down like this, because that was the note. That was the note. Well, just like that. And make sure this part was stuck out. That's what made it official. Because once you pass it, because you don't want nobody to look. You like, because you passing it in class. So, you like, here, give that to Julie. Or in my case, give that to, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna call this person Emilio. Pass that to Emilio. You know what I'm saying? And they would have to do it when the teacher wasn't looking. And then once they got it, they would pull this part up and then open it like that. hmm And then sometimes to save time, right, you will always leave space on the paper so that they can respond and then send it back to you. That way they don't got to spend time folding it and all that. Yep. That's how you did it. And then the S, I don't know what it's called. Y'all remember I don't know what this is called. I can't remember. I don't know how. It's like it's been years, so I have figments of it, but it was like this. You did 3 lines and it looked like this. Who remembers that? I can't remember, like I don't know if that was just something we would do to keep our brains from falling asleep in class, or if that had to do with like dating. I don't know. But we used to do that a lot growing up too. Yeah. That's like when my preteen years, moving into middle school and growing up. Because school started getting boring as I don't know what after elementary school. See, elementary school, they allow you to expand your mind and have fun and be creative, playing with colors and learning them and drawing. And I remember I did my first collage in elementary school where our teacher had a bunch of magazines. I think we had to bring magazines too, but That's besides the point. The homework assignment was we had to pick out of magazines and put it on this poster of like what we liked. We had to express ourselves, so we had to put what we liked. I remember cutting out a girl in a magazine with a dress on and stuff like that, and like our favorite color and all that. That was early years. Middle school, we had to learn about like the periodic table and like, oh my gosh, Shakespeare. I don't care about like, no disrespect to Shakespeare, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It just started getting really boring. And then like algebra, the square root. What is that? What are we doing with that? Why we gotta what's going on? What? How we get here? That was what I was thinking my whole entire preteen years. How we get here? How we get here? Where you drop me off at? Take me back. What the hell? I remember we had music like choir. I can't tell you. I don't recall. I recall choir in middle school, but high school I didn't. We didn't have. I didn't have choir. I think it was an elective. See, that's where it gets messed up at. That's how life messes with you. It's almost like you have to fight for creativity the older you get. That stuff was given to you as a kid. That was a part of the course. PE, music class, that came with it. It wasn't something we had to choose. High school, I had to choose if I wanted to do choir or if I wanted to learn a different language. Like, what? I don't that should be mandatory. The world we live in now, I was talking to a friend the other day. I said it should be mandatory, damn near a law that every human being has to learn at least another language, your native language, and then a language that's not yours, that's not your native language. I really feel that way, me included. I feel we have to, because even like I live in New York, and there, from what I've heard, there is not a official language here. There's not. It should be mandatory to learn a second language. Who agrees? A paper fortune teller? I don't know what that is. A paper fortune teller. Somebody said I was thinking of a paper fortune teller. Be glad when I get over this cold. I haven't been feeling good for like 3 days, and I've done everything right. I feel. I think when you do the natural way when it comes to getting better, it takes longer. I think the process is better. Like when you put something in the microwave versus when you put it in the oven. And for me, I have been going through the natural remedies of healing, and it's taking a lot longer versus if I would have popped a medicine to you know ease the cold out of my body. So it's been it's just been dragged out. I'm feeling better each day, so I know I'm getting better, but it's I'm ready to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get this stuff out of my system now. Shoot, for real. If y'all haven't liked the live for me, we want to get 100 subscribers every single day. That's the goal. We want to get 100 subscribers every single day. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2026. Somebody says Spanish is by far the second most widely spoken language in NYC, so that's what you should learn. And I agree with you about learning languages. I thought it was Mandarin. unless that's the number one, because we got Mandarin, of course, English. I don't know if English is even top. It might be top three, and then Spanish. I know Spanish is definitely up there. I don't know if Mandarin's number one or or two or three. Because you remember, you got to think of Chinatown. They got that whole area on lock. And downtown Manhattan, I feel like they kind of, I don't want to say they get taken it over, but they have a shared space for sure, like Lafayette, around that space. I don't know what language the Jewish people speak. They have a lot of areas on lock over here too. I shouldn't have got that medium. I want to just throw it out now, but I don't. I just want to throw it out. You know what I'm saying? I think what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the ice out, and then I'm gonna just. It's not. I already know it's not gonna taste the same though. But what I'm gonna do is just take the ice out, take the whipped cream out, and then whatever. Just leave it like that, I guess. That's not my favorite store. I don't like. They. No disrespect, but they're very slow in there. And the problem with a lot of places, and it's been like this for the past 10 years, they have short staff because they're greedy. These places hire less people but still have the demand of people coming in the store, which makes absolutely no sense. And so it's high demand but low service. And that store is like that. They don't have enough hands on deck to get the orders out. That's my problem with them, and I don't really like go into that one. Oh, there's a Walmart, like not Walmart, Walgreens like that too. There's like the line is always wrapped around the building, and they just don't have enough staff there. It's ridiculous, and they're worse because you're literally just ringing people up. You ain't making no damn coffee, okay? And have the nerve to have some of the items locked up. So now you got to get from behind that counter and unlock this little area over here so I can get my lotion. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, see, I told you. I was right. I was right. You got Mandarin, English, and Spanish. Those are the those are like the top most spoken languages in New York. Regardless, I'm like I want to learn that because I need to know what y'all talking about. That's my thing. What the hell y'all talking about over here? No disrespect. Okay, I need to know what's going on. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say a pet peeve. I cannot stand when somebody's bilingual and they intentionally will speak the language you don't know how to speak to other people. I start to look at them sideways. And let me explain. Say if it's all of us, right? It's me, you, your people, my people, and me and everybody else except for you know how to speak French. And I know this. I know you don't know how to speak French, but I know how to speak your language, and you know how to speak the language that I'm speaking. We clearly can communicate, right? Then we go to a restaurant, and now I'm speaking French at the table. Knowing you don't know how to speak it, you got to watch out for people like that, for real. And I know I'm not the only one who's dealt with that. I know I'm not the only one who's been through that. I'm not the only one who's been through that. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't, that's weird to me. That is so weird to me. I already have in the back of my head, like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that person. I ain't gonna be fucking with you for a while. Cause you, yeah, you on some I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know. I thought we was cool. I don't know what this is. This is giving some encrypted. You're gonna set me up type. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But anyway, y'all, I don't know. I just want I just wanted to say that. But yeah, thank you guys for liking the live. Be sure to share this out to your friends and family. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back again. Hopefully it's not raining in the future. We can go for a walk and explore. That's what I love doing for the lives. I love taking you guys with me in the area in the city. So um I think tomorrow is going to be a better day. So we'll definitely experience that, okay? But you guys have an amazing day and I'll see you guys later, okay?